debate constructively, decide definitively, definitively, how do I say that word? Definitively. Hey everybody, so a lot of you may or may not know about the newest controversy with Delta. Now, just for clarification, I'm going to share this, but it is strictly based on what I have read to form my opinion. I was not there. I don't know anybody that was on the flight. So I am taking what Dr. Cross has said, also what Delta has said, and of course I am a bit biased because I do love Delta. Based on the experiences I've had with them and also the beliefs of the company, that is why I want to be a part of the Delta team. So I am a bit biased, but let's just get right into it. Dr. Tamika Cross has stated that there's been a lot of discrimination against her on the flight when a fellow passenger was injured somehow. I don't remember if they said what happened. Probably a heart attack, I guess, or something like that. But the passenger was laid out in the middle of the aisle, and the crew were calling for any doctors on board the plane to step forward. Now, it is required by flight attendants when they ask for medical help that anybody on board show their credentials. That is a fact. I know that is what is in training, and so let's just be clear about that. If what happened according to Dr. Cross is true, then yes, the flight crew should be reprimanded. They should be retaught about the values of the company as well as customer service and overall safety, because one thing you don't want to do on a plane is get someone aggravated and causing a scene. That is just not good, and it leads to a lot of unsafe possibilities that could happen. If I could find the article, I will link it down below of Dr. Cross's so-called experience. I am not one to say that it did or did not happen like that. I do think that racism nowadays is playing a lot into things, and people are making it way more than what it should be. I mean, hello, like, is Abraham Lincoln still president? No, I don't think so. I don't understand why racism is still a thing, but apparently it still is with a lot of other people. Don't ask me why, I have no clue. But it was also stated that there were other medical professionals on board who did have their ID and their proper credentials ready. So I personally don't think it was anything vindictive between the company and Dr. Cross. I think it was just that someone stepped up faster and had their stuff ready to go. And I get, if you're discriminated against, if someone gives you attitude or something, of course that you're going to want to, you know, kind of lash out and, you know, make sure yourself is heard. But what aggravated me the most was that she was offered Sky Miles and she turned them down, saying that she was going to be going over the flight attendant to complain as well as still get Sky Miles. I just felt that that was very selfish. I felt that it was very unnecessary, and I felt that a lot of people are going between Delta and Dr. Cross instead of focusing on the real issue, and that's the fact of the other passenger. Is that person okay? What happened? Can we hear from them and make sure that they're okay? That is the top priority here. Dr. Cross did send her well wishes to that fellow passenger, but nothing else, I don't remember, was actually said about that person. I think it's really selfish that she is trying to seek something out of this. I think it's really selfish that she's making it a big deal and that she's making it all about herself. I want to read to you guys a post made on Delta's Facebook. It's a public post regarding this issue. Delta continues to investigate a story surfaced by Dr. Tamika Cross in a recent post on Facebook. We are troubled by any accusations of discrimination and take them very seriously. The experience Dr. Cross has described is not reflective of Delta's culture or of the values our employees live out every day. We are in the process of conducting a full investigation. We've reached out to Dr. Cross to speak with her directly, talked with our crew members, and we're reaching out to customers who were on board to gather as much information as we can. While there is much we can't share because our investigation involves confidential personal matters, we do want to share what we can. 3 medical professionals identified themselves on the flight in question. Only one was able to produce documentation of medical training, and that is the doctor who was asked to assist the customer on board. In addition, paramedics met the flight to assist the customer further. Flight attendants are trained to collect information from medical volunteers offering to assist with onboard medical emergency. When an individual's medical identification isn't available, they're instructed to ask questions such as where medical training was received, or whether an individual has a business card or other documentation, and ultimately to use their best judgment. Delta's commitment to diversity, inclusion, and respect of all our customers worldwide is rooted deeply in our company's values and culture. As a global carrier with a diverse workforce, serving a diverse customer base, we are committed to treating all passengers with kindness and respect. And I thought that was very professional. I even left the comment, thank you for sharing what you can, and I hope the passenger is well now. A lot of people in the comments, I was surprised, were kind of bashing Delta and kind of taking Dr. Cross's side. Like I said, I don't want to take sides, even though I kind of am, because I really do love this company. I just feel that a lot of people were still continuing to bash on Delta even for this post, and that's not cool, because obviously they're trying to investigate it. They don't need any other drama coming in, and I think that their response was very prompt, very professional, very courteous, very respectful to not only Dr. Cross and the patient, but to all other Delta flight customers as well. So I love Delta so much. I have their rules of the road for basically their company downloaded into my phone. So I just wanted to read to you a couple of things from their rules of the road, just so you can understand a little bit more about the company. And I feel that this would determine the flight crew, how they would handle the situation. I feel like if you're not going to go along with the company's beliefs, then maybe you shouldn't work for that company. Not saying that they didn't. I'm just saying that in Dr. Cross's favor, if that did go down, then there is a definite issue where Delta really needs to look at their employees and take into consideration if these employees are going to hold to these beliefs and represent the company good or not. It says the strong core values and a clear set of unifying behaviors provide a solid foundation for Delta's culture. Our values are the basis for everything we do. When Delta people encounter situations, they use their values and professionalism along with training and experience to guide their actions and decisions. Delta's core values, and why I personally want to join the company, is because we share values. Their core values is always tell the truth and to have honesty, always keep your deals, to have integrity, don't hurt anyone, to have respect, to try harder than all our competitors, never give up, to have perseverance, care for our customers, our community, and each other, servant leadership. Their most important behaviors are to listen closely and communicate openly, honestly, and directly, encourage change and innovation, promote broad employee involvement, embrace diverse people, thinking, and styles, treat each other with dignity and respect, debate constructively, decide definitely, and support actively, set clear roles, responsibilities, and expectations, demand and accept responsibility, follow through with clear, consistent consequences, develop and leverage deep customer insights, be courageous and optimistic. As well, in their basic business principles, the very first thing is to put safety first always. Now, if you guys have ever flown in an airplane, especially, I don't know which class this happened in, but let's just, for the sake of argument, say economy. Not that it matters, because the size of the aisle is still 6 inches any way you move it. But if you have a person laying down in the aisle and they need medical attention, and you've got 5 doctors on board that all stand up at the same time that try to rush over, obviously that alone causes a safety hazard. You need to remain, how do I say it, in a straight, form a straight line, because that's really the only way that you're going to be able to. And then the first doctor that comes that has all the credentials and the proper identification may assist the passenger along with the flight crew. So I just felt like Dr. Cross potentially could have been causing even more of a scene, even more of a safety hazard. And I feel that like possibly the flight attendant was trying to remain calm in the situation, to help everybody remain calm, and was maybe just trying to use her words and her tone in a way that was not unpleasant or not any kind of alarming at all. Like I said, I was not on board. I do not know. But this is all the more reason why I still don't understand that in 2016 we don't have security cameras on board aircrafts. But my apologies go out to Dr. Cross. My apologies go out to the flight crew, Delta, the passenger, everybody involved. I'm sure it was a traumatic experience for the person who did need the medical attention, and I just hope that they're doing well. And let's just try to keep focused on that, on what's really happening, is that a person was injured. You know, I kind of feel like your feelings get hurt and a person being injured, it's kind of, you know, it's one of those deals. But anyway, best of luck to everybody involved. Delta, I love you, and hopefully I will be a part of you soon. And until then, guys, take care. I will keep you updated whenever I hear something else.